So we will be cash stuffing $478. This is my first paycheck from June. I'm paid bi-weekly. So this is cash that I budgeted. I've already accounted for my bills. That money stays in my checking account to cover any expenses that pop up in this 2-week pay cycle. And I've already budgeted money to the side for vacation savings and my debt binder. So stay tuned. Those will be future videos upcoming. But let's just jump right into my wallet. How are you guys doing? It is Saturday when I'm filming. I was paid Thursday, but that's usually how these things go. Oh, goodness. I had a lot of change this time. My last video that I posted was a cash unstuffing and condensing. So I did a little bit of extra spending in comparison than I normally do. I had to get contacts and stuff like that. So check it out if you haven't. And some people really seem to enjoy those videos. So I will try to do those more in the future. But starting with my wallet, I did actually have some rollover. I'm kind of bummed in a way. Let me just pull it out and I'll explain. So we had 21 in groceries. We have $1 in dining out. And that might be it. Fun. Okay. Okay, so I'm just trying to think. I think I might need these ones for something, so I'll keep them to the side, but this 20 is just going to stay in my wallet. Sadly, I was good to go and I was going to put this money to something else, but I did attend a wedding yesterday and it was actually a lot further than I realized, so I used up a lot of gas. So I'm just going to keep this in my wallet for gas. Actually, let's do 21 because I think I only need $1 to make a category even. But if not, I'll just pull the 1. So let's do my wallet. Here, we won't zip that. We'll just put it to the side. So the wallet is getting its pretty standard amount. It's getting $140 for groceries. So let me know how you guys are doing. Last time I didn't really have any stories, but I do have some stories this time around, so I'll tell you those. But coffee is getting $10. I am on vacation this week. I did just do overtime. It's end of year and I had to do some research stuff. Well, I didn't have to, but it's getting to be time to just kind of get all the things in that we can. And my coworker that I work closely with on an account together is coming back and she's going to have catch up to do. So I asked if I could come in and just do some of that stuff. So I did do overtime today. So that was kind of a bummer because yesterday when I left to work, that was supposed to be like the start of vacation, but I decided to help out. So dining out is getting $20. And even though I'm on vacation, I'm staying home. I'm not doing anything, going anywhere. I am still going to try to stick within my normal budget. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Sometimes I'm a bit more lax and might go out to eat more, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to try to not do that though. So that is it for the wallet. It's really just getting, let's see, 160, 170. That's usually the standard lately of what goes in here, unless something fancy is happening. Okay. So I guess I'll tell you the story when I get closer to the situation, but let's start with this high priority binder. The story actually comes with a category in this binder, so I'll just wait till that point. So I really need to get back in the habit of stuffing this category in my paychecks. I've really been struggling. I have vacation in a month, like where I am going somewhere, and my friend's wedding, I was putting money to the side for that. So now that she's officially married And once vacation passes, I'll be able to kind of focus in on this. So, oh yeah, that's right. So this money is not needed in here. I had $2 extra. So I don't know. We'll figure out what to do with that. Teddy, though, really, all of the cats are getting $10. They are good to go. It was Joe's turn for dry food. They are stocked up on wet food. We just got litter. So 10, 20, 25. So I won't have to spend in this for a little while unless we decide to get new litter boxes. I just feel like they could use a refresh. We've had them for years. And I don't know, even when you deep clean it, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's good to get a refresh of those. So Teddy, emergency is going to be getting some money. So let's see here. We are coloring in the $15 today, and because we are doubling up, that means this is getting $30. And this challenge is a custom challenge from Jessie Budgets, so I have her linked below if you are interested. She can make the amount whatever you want, the character whatever you want, I think maybe the color, and so the name and like the amount you're saving for and stuff. So I just decided to double up on it. So 30 going in. So it has 100, 200, 300 in my high yield. So 320, 40, 60, 70. So 370 in Teddy Emergency. Okay, so car insurance we are skipping. This is fully funded. Dental, this is the story. So the last pay cycle that we just had, whatever. So I had a dental appointment scheduled. Wait, am I putting money in here? I am. Okay. So I had a dental appointment scheduled and didn't get any calls or texts to remind me, though they don't seem to be very spot on with that. So I go in and I had a small balance that I guess they realized I had whatever from my last visit 6 months previous. So anyways, I walk in there and she said she's on the phone, but she still is like, I was waiting patiently and she still looks up and like says, "Are you checking in?" I say, "Yeah," and she like takes my name and everything. But she realized she was a little too distracted to deal with it, so she kind of shooed me, which was fine, completely fine. She's trying to focus on her phone call, finishes up her phone call, whatever, calls me back over and says, "I'm sorry, were you here checking in?" I said, "Yes, I'm here checking in as well as I'm paying up my balance." So she takes care of my balance, takes my name, all that info. Great, cool, sit down. Sitting there for 30 minutes. I am getting a little bit annoyed, I will admit, because it's like whenever you go to any sort of dental, medical, whatever appointment, it's like you schedule a time, but then you're made waiting. Well, it totally made sense. So after over 30 minutes, she calls me over, and also I was being patient, like, because I know maybe dental emergencies come up. She calls me over. She's like, "So are you waiting?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, I checked in with you. She's like, "Oh, you don't have an appointment today." I was like, "What?" I was like, "That girl back there gave me a business card with today's date and today's time." I was like, I happened to just take it out of my wallet, but I wrote it down in my work planner and everything and scheduled work around this so I could come. I was like, "No, today." She's like, "No, I have you down for May 29th. You didn't make it that day." I was like, I didn't get any text reminders or phone calls that day. But no, I mean, I could have made a mistake maybe, but I am 99% sure. She's like, "Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I don't have you done." And then she's like trying to rearrange everything, and I was getting annoyed because I'd already taken off that day, like my work schedule, so that I could go. And then she's asking me to move things around again. So, and then I realized that I was off this week, so whatever. I have it upcoming this week while I'm off of work. So I'm going back for my cleaning and everything. So there's another story within this, but so I was so annoyed by it. Whatever, I do all my errands and stuff after the fact, and then I go home, and I don't want to dox myself, but yet no, they were wrong. They handed me a business card with that date and that time, so they must have mixed something up. I don't know what happened, or they didn't finalize it in the system, and so they overrode it. I don't know. Um, but yeah, 100%. It was on their end. And also, in addition, they not only did they not remind me on the 29th when it supposedly was, they also didn't remind me the day of or whatever. So it was completely their mistake. I was annoyed by it, whatever. So anyways, then after leaving the dental office, I'm headed to downtown Scranton. I'll tell you that. Because I was headed to do some errands and stuff like that. And I am in the city, like in the thick of the city, and there are two police officers walking. And then he like hard stops, and he's like aggressively pointing, and I'm like looking over, and they were on the other side of the street, like sidewalk opposite of me. They weren't at the sidewalk right next to my car. Um, and I rolled down my window, and I was like, "What?" Because I was just like so confused. Like, did I do something wrong? Like, what is wrong? And he was like, "You're hanging out of your car, your clothing." And I look, and I was so freaking embarrassed. So I was wearing this long duster length kimono, like short sleeve kimono, as my outfit. And it's, I'm 5 foot half inch on a good day. And so it was really long. So I was so flustered from leaving the dental office that I didn't realize that it was like hanging out of the car when I pulled away. I forgot to like pull it in. But he had this like other police partner cop with him, whatever. And like there was an SUV in his view, and he like walks backwards, and he just does this like smile smirk and like nods his head to me. I was so embarrassed. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I look like such an idiot. But yeah, so that's my story with that. So 30, no, I didn't even add the money. So sorry, that was a long story to say. I'm very annoyed that I even have to go back. So 20, 40, 50. And they're going to try to push me to do some dental work, but no, I'm not ready, clearly, with $50 in this envelope. Allison is actually getting some money. I decided that I would give myself some spending money. So $20 is going into here. And I keep forgetting that, so when Joe went away to watch his niece graduate, he came back with coffee beans from this coffee place out in Seattle. Like, loved it. He used to live there for 2.5 years. Like, so while we were dating, I would go out and visit him every now and then, and he would come here, etc. And there was this really delicious place called, what's it called? Barefoot Java, or I forget what it is, but it's so freaking good. And so he got me coffee beans, and I do not have a grinder, so I might use that money for that. All that to say. Okay. Let's do the annuals binder up next. So it's getting 60 total, but let's just pull out the cash ahead of time so I don't confuse myself. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I'm treating this like a debt snowball. So all of these back here are fully funded. So let's go here to Amazon Prime. I honestly don't know what's next in the snowball. So we'll put 10 in here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Because the minimum amount that I'm putting in these envelopes is 10, at least in this pay cycle. I just don't know what's up next for the thing, whatever. So then this one, my Sam's Club membership is getting, oh, you know what? So 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So this actually fully funds my Sam's Club membership. I decided to not upgrade. I was going back and forth on it. So let's move this. It's just easier to do it that way. Okay, so it's really car annuals that's up next, but I really don't know how much it needs. I might call this fully funded now, because in Pennsylvania we do the car inspection as well as emissions. So how much is this? 40, and it currently has 20, 30, 40. This actually might fully fund this. I'll double check, but I might be able to move on. So we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'll do more research on this. It might need another 10, maybe, because prices could have gone up, but I want to say that with all the things, it was about 80 bucks. So this could be fully funded too, which would be pretty cool, because that really means for 2024, I am just funding an annual subscription to Prime, and then I'll be good, and then I'll be able to save up for 2025. So that is it in this binder for now. I will do some research on that for next time. Since it's right here at the top, I will go ahead and go into my home binder. So I decided to put some money into car maintenance. Was this maybe the one I needed the one for? Let's see. So it's getting $15. But let's see where it's at, because this might be the one where I was like, oh, that amount annoys me. Let me add one of those random ones to it. Okay. So it has 100 in my high yield. So 150, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. Yeah, that's where that was. Where that one was supposed to go. Okay, so then home, no, not home, household. Household is getting $20. So it has 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. This is good that this is getting buffed up a little bit, because we're going to need things soon, because you know how that goes. Everything runs out at the same time. The irony is that when I did that cash on stuffing, I pulled 20 out of my Sam's Club to cover some of the grocery, and technically I had 20 left. So I really could have just put that 20 back into here, but that's fine. That's, like I said, you can use multiple envelopes if you want. You know, it's just a matter of how you want to do things. So $30 is being added back into this. So now it has $20, $40, $50, $60. Okay, now my friends and family binder is getting some money. So gifts will be getting $30. You know, I haven't really been checking my denominations, so hopefully I'm doing this right. So 30 is going in, so it's being added. So we have 20, 40, 50. My sister's birthday is up next, so at the end of June. We are actually stuffing other categories here in this binder. Wait. So living life this was kind of just like, because it's summer, I feel like this binder is going to be getting stuffed more for little things that we want to do. But a friend has huge amounts of land, and they're running their little July 4th Wallapalooza. I forget what they call it, something like that. And they order a bunch of fireworks, stuff like that, and they have so much land, so we all like sleep out in tents and stuff. So I'm putting $40 in here because Joe and I will need to purchase a tent. We borrowed one last time. So yeah, I need to start putting money in here. We were thinking about contributing to the fireworks as well. And then night out is getting $25. And this money right now, the plan for this is to go to Ruth Chris as my thank you to Joe when he helped me after surgery. And what do I have here? These two ones. Let's see what this puts me at, and then I'll decide what to do with those ones. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Let me just make sure I counted it right. So 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay. Well, it's going to be uneven still, but I guess we will just add these two ones here to make it 54. So we are getting close. And if you are unfamiliar, Ruth Chris is very expensive. But I had told him we needed to prioritize like date nights and stuff like that. So like every month or two, like we'll swap, like I'll pay for something, he'll pay for something, etc. If you are still here, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. If you are not already, please subscribe. In addition to my cash stuffings, I am also determined to get out of debt. So stay tuned for upcoming future videos on my vacation stuffing for like savings challenges, as well as my debt binder and a few other videos. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.